everybody's been looking forward to hearing about your new quarterbacks. Talk about what you saw in Jackson Arnold to make him a guy out of the portal and what you've seen at Deuce so far on campus.
Yeah, I think Jackson just, if you go back to, his high school days, you don't get to become the Gatorade Player of the Year without a great skill set. And when I see, the way he functions with the fundamentals of that position with what we want to do, it's a pretty natural fit. And, obviously the unknown is, why he didn't have the confidence. And I just am a firm believer that I don't know, I believe in him. I believe in our system and think he's a really good fit for it, that we can restore whatever confidence he may have lost, for whatever reason. It's not for me to say, but I know that our receivers are like, this is different. This ball is a little is spinning the right way. They're saying that about both of them, Deuce and him. So believe in him, believe in Deuce. Deuce is, man, the maturity he's got is even after we recruited him, I still wasn't quite as aware. He's in there studying every day, and man, he doesn't want to wait around and to be great. He's trying hard now to pick up every drop of knowledge that he can. So excited about those two guys.
Y'all hit a home run last year in the portal receiver with Dre. Get Eric Singleton, get Horatio as well. Just what do you like with those guys, and adding on to that wide receiver room that y'all got?
Yeah, I think you look at Singleton's track record at this level. The things that you can do with him, I think, make us very versatile. When you combine him with Jackson, I think you've got some really good options there, and he can run. And I think you got now two of the faster guys I've ever coached, truthfully, and he and Malcolm, and and Eric's really smooth and he loves to work, and Horatio's got great ball skills, and I don't know yet about his top end speed, but watching him work out with the team, with Coach Dom, love his length, love his physicality, and I think we've added two really good guys to a very talented room already. Perry's looked good also, coming back. I think he's got a new renewed hunger.
Coach, talking about the running back room a little bit, obviously you lose Jarquez Hunter, but you got three guys in Cobb, Austin, and newcomer Darrell Robinson that probably could be feature backs. What's the challenge about getting them the ball, distributing carries and touches for three guys like that?
I don't know the answer. That's always a challenge. The running back room is one that, particularly when you have talented kids, and you look at Damari and Cobb the last couple of years, there's no question they've shown glimpses that they could have very good success running the football, but you had Jarquez that you wanted to get his 20 touches a game, and it's just before you know it, the game's over and you didn't get the rotation in that you hoped. So that's very difficult and it's hard. You'd love to say, because I do believe in all three of those guys, and then you throw Alvin in the mix, and hopefully we sign another one here shortly, and that's a good problem to have, but it certainly is an issue because they want touches and they want to play, but I do think at this level everyone's going to carry 5 tailbacks, and it's it's difficult to get all of them touches, but we do think that's a very talented and deep room.
Just how different this offensive line is compared to the one you took over a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
You go into a spring now with some competition and guys that have played a lot of football before.
Yeah, excited about the portal pickups for sure, and then the young kids that we recruited, and really excited that Tutal got another year. He really needed another year. I mean, we've said that we wanted a redshirt my first year, and we just had too many injuries, and we couldn't afford to, because he needs that extra year with Dom. And gosh, he's played a lot of snaps for us and been very solid, and now you bring in 2 veteran tackles with him, along with the developing Tyler Johnson. I think we really have 4 quality bodies there that's a good problem to have, and we're going to mix and match and see one of them maybe can play inside too to help us, and of course inside with Connor and Jeremiah and D Wade now being able to move in there, and he's getting bigger and looks more like a SEC guard, and Braden coming back too has played significant minutes, and I think. And then add those young guys in there. We've got some good quality depth there.
You guys, Coleman is one of our guys from Saraland. What are some of the the things that you expect out of him, and what's a fair expectation for some of these guys that are just
Yeah,
younger?
I think expectations on these true freshmen are always difficult, and I tried to say that last year about our receivers, and it did stop it, but and they were right on most of it. But we're going to need some of those young kids in the D line to play, and you talk about Antonio and Jared and Malik and Jordan. I think we signed Dorian, some really good, talented, true freshmen. Is it fair to ask them to play significant snaps? Malik Blockton played, probably 25% of the snaps in games last year as a true freshman, did just fine. I think more than that's probably a stretch of an imagination to think you can do that. But you never know. I mean, they get in there and compete this spring and prove they know what to do and how to control gaps. And I'm sure Dirk and them will find a way to play them.
You guys
A lot
added
of successful guys to the NFL. What are the guys that are here on this field bring to that next level?
Well, I think Jarquez is a back that will be around for a long, long time. Will he ever be the feature back? I don't know, but I know that he does everything well, and he's going to play great special teams, and is going to be a great practice player and do everything the way they want it done. So I think he's got a bright future. J-Mac is a super talented that plays the game at a high level, needs to be in a 3-4 scheme, and curious to see. I saw some tape yesterday. It looked like they had him at a Mike linebacker, and curious to see how, because his body looks like that. It's hard to project how he'll handle that. And obviously Eugene's motor is I think his size will be a question for people, and I can't answer that one. But I know that you're not going to coach a guy that plays any harder than he does. So excited for these three, and then I think we sent some coaches out yesterday to see Rivaldo and Peyton and Dre, and he said Dre and Rivaldo have had a great week there also. So and Peyton's been solid. So excited for all those kids.
When do you guys start spring?
The week after spring break. So
later
week,
this year.
a little later.
Is that? I know it's something you said last year. Is that you feel like that's
Yeah.
a good spot to be in?
Well, I wish we didn't have spring ball, but so I wish we had OTAs in June and let us put shoulder pads on there for 10 days when you have everybody there. And I wish they could just be with Dom and work and get their bodies in the best shape of their life, and us do individual and walkthroughs. Now, I'm not saying not do any ball, but no hitting. And so I wish we would try that one spring and see if our kids aren't in a better shape, better health, and ready to roll come fall camp. Obviously, give us 10 days in June, and then get back in the weight room for July where we don't touch them. But it is a little later. I'm going a little shorter. I'm going 4 days a week, and one day is going to be truly NFL teach, no pads. So we'll go Tuesday, Thursday mornings, Friday afternoons will be that, and then Saturdays we'll get after pretty good.
you guys added Connor Gibbs to a group where
I'm sorry?
You guys added Connor Gibbs to a group where you guys struggled a little bit last year. With the guys you have coming back at kicker, what's kind of the outlook going into the spring?
Well, I still believe in Alex. I mean, I still believe in Towns, and but we're prayerful and hopeful that Alex is going to be back too. He's had the surgery, and the doctors feel like that was the best option, and there's no question he's feeling better. And so it'll be a good battle there for sure. And Ian's back too, so hopefully we have healthy bodies that will battle it out and see. And then excited, about getting another punter in, and John McGuire's a very talented kid also. And so I think we're going to be solid again. But Oscar was really good, and so we'll see what happens there. But hopefully Towns is healthy again.
Coach, the narrative on the quarterbacks, everyone's talking about Jackson Arnold and Deuce Knight, and I think that Ashton Daniels is getting slept on a little bit. You've got a kid that has played 2 years of Power 5 football as a starter as your backup. Talk about the luxury of that and how that's really a benefit that kind of people are overlooking.
Well, I wish I had him here this spring for sure, but we can't be, really excited about Ashton. You put the tape on, this guy can really, really run too. And I don't want to say this as a slap toward anyone, but he didn't have a lot around him, and he still produced significant yards. And I think he's going to come in with a mentality, and he's got, his knowledge of the game and his IQ is extremely high. And what a great kid and family he comes from. So I think we have three really, really talented guys.